Like, you can't wear your wedding dress more than once, but if you could, I would. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to start a new series. So it's going to be a wedding series. So I just got married back in June and it was fantastic and it was super great. And everything actually went really smoothly and I wasn't very stressed throughout the process of actually planning the wedding. So I figured that what I would do is do a series of videos and blog posts all about kind of the wedding process and what I did and what kind of helped and little things here and there that I might have done differently. So each video will kind of be about a new different topic. So this is my dress and it's super big, like it can take up the whole frame. It is absolutely fantastic. I actually really loved my dress. I got my dress, I guess it was a little over 2 years before I got married, and even on my wedding day I still loved it. It was very me. I went into my appointment kind of having an idea of what I wanted and kind of what I wanted to see myself in. So the top part, it's a sweetheart neckline and it has like it's like lace. It's actually a little bit see-through. I didn't realize that when I originally tried it on. I didn't notice that until I think it was when I went to go get it altered. That was when I realized that it was kind of see-through, but I still like it. Like, I mean, I didn't really notice, and like you can't really tell in like pictures and stuff, but it is really pretty. It's got a lot of like details on it and like sequins, and then this is actually not the belt that the actual dress came with. The dress came with this like brown belt and it just really wasn't very me. They just take that one off and then they sewed this one on, and this is the one that I picked, and it's just a lot more sparkly, and then it ties in the back in a bow. I just thought that was a little bit more me and I kind of preferred that look a little bit better, so that's what I went with. It's definitely really heavy and really hot. So I didn't know that going into it. I got married in June in Alabama and it was at least 90 degrees that day. So taking pictures and stuff was kind of warm, but at the same time, like, I love how the pictures turned out and I love how the dress looked in the pictures, so it was worth it. Looking back, it was worth it, but that day I was literally sweating so bad every second that we were outside. So, but this is what it looks like, and yeah, I really love it. I still really love it. Like you can't wear your wedding dress more than once, but if you could, I would. So this was my ceremony dress, and I actually already got my reception dress preserved because I wore this dress for the reception, so it did get really dirty on the bottom and everything. I actually broke the strap that ties it up in the back because I pulled it too tight, and so I broke that. It made it through the entire like reception, but after that it did not make it. I did wear this dress in New York City after, like, we went on like a mini honeymoon after our wedding to New York because we love New York, and our photographer happens to live there, and so she took more pictures of us, and this was the dress that I wore because obviously my other dress was way too heavy, way too hot, and there would have been no way I would have walked around New York City in that thing. So this is the one that I wore for that. I didn't intend to get a reception dress, but when I went to go get my dress altered, I saw this dress in the window and I really wanted it. So it kind of worked out. Like, I knew I would have been miserable in my other dress for the entire night, so I really enjoyed having this one. But I did already get it preserved. You can kind of see it, and I'll insert some pictures as well, but this is what it looks like. It's a lot more fitted, so it's not super big, and it is not quite as heavy or as hot. It actually has straps, so it has like little spaghetti straps, and it kind of comes into a V, and then it laces up in the back, so it's really pretty. I'll insert some pictures so that you can kind of have a better idea of what it looks like. because this obviously doesn't do it justice because you really can't see much of anything. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my shoes. Since I figured I was talking about my dress, I might as well tell you about my shoes. So the colors for my wedding were blush and gold, so I thought that I wanted to wear a pair of blush colored shoes, and the only ones that I really found that I liked were from Stuart Weitzman, and so I got them, and this is what they look like, and they just tie up around your ankle, and they're really pretty and they're really cute, and I do very, very much love them. But I got these because after I had decided that I was going to get a second dress, I decided that I didn't want to spend so much money on shoes, and I figured I would go with a less expensive option. So I went with these, and I got them, and I really love them, and they've gotten a lot of wear out of them because I have worn them, but I did not wear them for my wedding day. I think they would have been super comfortable and super cute. They don't really have much of a heel, which is good because I didn't want to wear a heel, and they are like, I feel like all my Stuart Weitzman shoes are very comfortable, so I love these, and I think they're a great like shoe option. I really do like them, but they were not my wedding shoes. So we were actually on my bachelorette trip, and I saw these shoes, and I kind of knew that these were more along the lines of something that I wanted for my wedding day. But like I said, I was trying to go the less expensive route for shoes. And I know Stuart Weitzman is not like a cheap shoe, but they are a little bit less expensive than my Manolos. And this is what they look like. They're super gorgeous. I've actually worn these a couple of times just because I like them. They're flats, so that was good, but they're like the Sex and the City shoes, except they're the flat version. And I just knew that like that was something that I wanted. I either wanted these or a pair of Roger Vivier shoes, but I couldn't find a pair of those that I actually liked that were a flat. All of them were heels that I liked, so I decided that this one was the one that I really had my eye on, that I really wanted. So this was also my something blue, so that's what I called it. So I'll move on to bridesmaids, just because that's the next thing that's sitting in front of me, and I can show that to you. So this is the bridesmaid's dress. This is what it looks like. It is a blush pink color. I absolutely love this color. It is floor length. And this was my sister's bridesmaid dress. She was my maid of honor. But it is from the brand Berry J, and it looked so flattering on everyone, and I feel like a lot of my bridesmaids were like similar in like body shapes, but some of them were a little different, like taller and shorter, and it really didn't matter like what you looked like. Everybody seemed to look really, really good in this. But it's just a sweetheart neckline, and then it has this going across, and it's full length. And like looking at the pictures, like I love how this turned out. Like I don't think that I could have picked a better bridesmaid's dress. This is just very like me. Like if I was wearing a bridesmaid's dress for my own wedding, like this is what I would want. But you know, you were a wedding dress, so. But this is what they wore, and I just had them all wear their own shoes. They just weren't like nude colored shoes, just because I knew that they weren't going to be able to see it, and I had them wear flats because I'm short. But yeah, so this is what that looked like. And now I'll do groomsmen and then the groom because they wore similar things. So for the groomsmen, we went to a store that is actually downtown Huntsville, and it's called the Roosevelt. That is actually where we got all of the groomsmen attire. So we got, first was the shirt. So they all just wore a plain white button down. It's the brand Leadberry. It's a slim fit, and it's a really nice shirt. Like it's good quality. Let's just say that it's good quality. So they all wore that. Then they all wore navy pants. So these were the pants that they wore. Gemma wore the same. This part Gemma wore the same. So, and they all got them altered to fit them, so they all fit super well. This is the, you know, I'm just really not that familiar with men's pants. So if I figure out what they are called, then maybe I'll link that below or put it in the description or something. But these are what they look like. They're just your traditional like navy pants, and they looked really good. But they looked good on everyone. I don't really, that's how that worked. Now for the groomsmen, we rented their bow ties from Joseph Banks, so I don't have those anymore. But they were just like this like blush pink color. They were really nice, and it was actually super inexpensive to rent them from there. So I definitely recommend that if you are in need of like bow ties or ties or anything like that for an event, to go to like Joseph Banks or somewhere like that and just rent them. JMO's bow tie was a little bit different. This is what it looked like. It was striped on one side, and then it was polka dot on the other. So that's what he wore, just to kind of be a little different. My absolute favorite part of JMO's attire was definitely this, and it was his jacket. It's the brand, I think it's literally the brand Jacket. Yeah, it's like Jacket New York. This is what it says. But he got this from Trunk Club. It was literally perfect. As for JMO's shoes, they were these Nike shoes, and all of his groomsmen wore the same thing. So they all wore these Nike golf shoes. These are actually golf shoes. But JMO only likes to wear Nike in his foot attire, so that's kind of why he went with these. He's actually had these for quite a while, and he had found some more. He found all the groomsmen's on like eBay or something like that, and so he found them and he knew like, oh, that's what I want my groomsmen to wear. So he wore these, they wore them, and then the other thing they all had were these Nike belts, because you can't complete, oops, I definitely got some lipstick on. You definitely cannot complete a look without a Nike belt. So they all wore this. So it's just this like white Nike belt. It's leather. It's actually really nice. This was the one that I picked out because he had picked out something else, and it wasn't good. It just wasn't good. So I found this one. I knew he wanted a Nike one. I knew he wanted everyone to wear Nike. So I found this one, and it's actually like super nice. And the Nike thing is on there, like you can see it, but it's not like, oh, hello, this is a Nike belt. Like it looked very professional and put together. So I think that's everything with regards to like the dress and all the other clothes, like bridesmaids, groomsmen. That's kind of what everybody wore. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button that is down below. Also, next week I'll be talking about my planners and kind of what helped me plan the wedding, because that was kind of the next thing that I got and the next thing that I did. So if you want to see that, make sure to check back next week. And also don't forget to look at my social media, because I always let you know when I post a video or a blog post, but I'll have all of that linked down below. So I will see you next time. Bye!